Hi everybody, another book review. Gonna do two more at one time. These are my TBR jar picks that came out back to back. I have no idea how that happened, but they are both Silhouette Desire books. This one, and that's the second one I read, Marriage Manhattan Style by Barbara Dunlop, and Prince of Midtown by Jennifer Lewis. I have an issue, and I said this on when I did the review for the Magnus Bane series. I have an issue with short stories. My issue with short stories, and I have read some good short stories, but what gives me pause about reading short stories is that I enjoy character development. And a lot of times what I feel I'm getting in short stories is information, a little bit of plot, ending. And to me that's not enjoyable. It's like reading a history book on a fictional character. That's not enjoyable to me. I would much more like to have a little bit of information about the characters, a lot of plot, and an ending that makes sense. I don't want a rushed ending, and that is what Marriage Manhattan Style was. It was an attempt at a good story that for me fell flat. It's about this married couple and they're billionaires who live in this condominium complex on Park Avenue. It's a whole series about the apartment complex and the residents there. And there gets into this, they're trying to have a baby, but the husband's super busy. The wife has, and their joint problems with conception, and then this tragedy takes place that puts them in a position that they didn't expect to be in, and then there's an ending. It was okay. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. It was okay. I mean, there's a thing on the back that says, then fate brought them an unexpected bundle of joy. And I expected the story around this unexpected bundle of joy to be much more involved than it was. And again, yes, it's a short story, but everything was just like, boom. It was like all of this character development, and then boom, 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 and the story is over. I didn't enjoy that. So, but I read it, and I marked off that it's been read, so that's a TBR challenge fulfilled. The second book, Prince of Midtown. Oh, I will say, Silhouette Desire books and like Harlequin, and I think Harlequin has what's supposed to be a more erotic series. The Silhouette stories are like Harlequin stories, but the Silhouette Desire stories are supposed to have more sex and eroticism in it than the regular Silhouette books. This was not that sexually intense. It had some foreplay, not a lot of sex, or it didn't. They had sex, but it didn't give you it didn't give you a blow by blow, so to speak. Prince of Midtown I enjoyed much better. This was written, it was just written better. You got more of an understanding of the characters right from the start, and then the bulk of the story was the plot, and you understood how these two people, the main characters in the story, came to have this affection for each other. Of course, like in any romance novel, and this is whether it's a short story or a 400-page, like the I love you comes in 2 days. So unrealistic as far as I could tell. Very unrealistic. But outside of that, the story was put together much better than the Marriage Manhattan Style. And of course, it's two different authors, two different writing styles, but I enjoyed this one much better. This I would recommend that you read if you need a quick read. I read it in a day. So this is really good. The main characters' names are Sebastian Stone and Tessa Banks, and Sebastian is a prince of a foreign land who lives in New York, but is handling his family's business and trying to expand the island that where he is from, where his mother and father reign presently as king and queen, and his secretary Tessa tells him that she's leaving, and he demands 2 weeks notice because he just can't live without this secretary that he has, his right hand woman who does everything right for him, and he doesn't have to ask 50 million questions. She's very efficient. And then, oh, shit on a stick, damn, I love you. And that's pretty much the love story of it. But there's so many other things that take place during the novel as well that are very interesting and very good. So I enjoyed this one. And that is it for those two. Peace out.